Y'all come in. I tell you, everybody get locked up because of their privileges, priority, dignity, all that. Now, y'all, this is the number one golfer. The number one golfer. On his way to his tournament. And you know, I found out, my son told me that you can get a penalty for not showing up at your tournament. All right. Well, anyway, this is Scottie, y'all. Scottie Scheffler. What is his name? Scheffler's. Scheffler's. Okay. Anyway, it's Scottie. All right. He a PGA golfer. Okay. Number one. Y'all, he got a lot. He got arrested. It ain't not funny. Don't pay me no attention. You know how silly I am. But y'all, he was on the highway on his way to his tournament. That's why I like to leave early, going somewhere, just in case something happened on the way. At least the person would know what happened. It was a traffic accident on the highway, and guess what? They told him he couldn't go past that. He couldn't go through there. He disrespected them and went anyway. So that's what. It don't matter if you're a golfer, district attorney, anybody. The law is the law. Okay, but let's look at this.
Just hours before the start of the PGA Championship in Louisville, Kentucky. He now faces several charges, including a felony. After finishing up his round this afternoon, Scheffler spoke. This happened just a short time ago. Spoke about his experience behind bars.
I don't really know. I feel like my head's still spinning. I can't really explain what happened this morning. I did spend some time stretching in a jail cell. That was a first for me. You know, that was part of my warm-up. I was just sitting there waiting, and, you know, I started going through my warm-up. I felt like there was a chance I may be able to still come out here and play, and so I started going through my routine. I tried to get my heart rate down as much as I could today, but like I said, you know, I still feel like my head's spinning a little bit, but, yeah, I was fortunate to be able to make it back out and play some golf today.
Well, that was the end of the day. More now on the beginning. ABC's Morgan Norwood with more on what led up to Scheffler's arrest today.
This is the moment Scottie Scheffler, world number one golfer and Masters champion, was led away in handcuffs ahead of the PGA Championship. Traffic backed up for about a mile on the road leading to the Valhalla Golf Club in Louisville after a charter bus fatally struck a pedestrian. Dozens of police officers were already at the entrance directing traffic. Authorities say a detective with the Louisville Metro Police Department in uniform placed his hand on Scheffler's vehicle and ordered him to stop, but Scheffler allegedly continued driving, dragging the detective to the ground. Police say the detective was sent to the hospital with minor injuries, but Scheffler's attorney disputes the allegations, saying in a statement, multiple eyewitnesses have confirmed that he did not do anything wrong, but was simply proceeding as directed. ESPN's Jeff Darlington witnessing the arrest.
Scottie Scheffler trying to enter the gates of Valhalla Golf Club, doing so by trying to take a median into the golf club against the instruction of a police officer. Ended up apprehended, arrested by the police officer, put in the back of a squad car.
Scheffler is charged with second-degree assault on a police officer, third-degree criminal mischief, and disregarding signals from officers directing traffic. Scheffler, who's coming off 4 victories in his past 5 tournaments, including his second Masters title, released shortly after his arrest and managed to tee off at the PGA Championship this morning. Now, in a statement, Scottie Scheffler calling the situation, quote, very chaotic. He adds, I never intended to disregard any of the instructions. Scheffler says he's hoping to put this to the side and focus on golf today. I'm Morgan.
Okay, y'all, what y'all think about that? I hate that happened to the young man, but the law is the law. But, you know, I hate that happening to him. He's the number one golfer, y'all. I know y'all said, so what? He's the number one golfer. But Scottie Scheffler learned a lesson today, okay? Now, this attorney right here, this attorney on the next video is going to explain to you all the body camera, okay? The policy. Listen to this.
The officer did not have a body cam footage turned on during the incident.
Mayor Craig Greenberg announced Saturday morning that
he
LMPD
did.
officer Brian Gillis either did not have the body camera footage turned on or wasn't wearing a body camera during the arrest of pro golfer Scottie Scheffler Friday morning. Greenberg said that at this point he's uncertain.
We will release footage that we have. We do not have any, to my knowledge, we have not yet have discovered any video of the initial contact between Mr. Gillis and Officer Gillis and Mr. Scheffler. There is some footage from across the street of a fixed camera when Mr. Scheffler was being arrested, and we will release that footage in the coming days.
And while all eyes are on Valhalla for the PGA Championship, they are also on LMPD for footage of the high-profile incident that made national news.
It is literally required that officers or law enforcement officials from LMPD have their body cameras on, because the only criteria is, one, that you're a sworn officer, and two, that you are engaging in law enforcement activity.
We sat down with practicing attorney at law Carl Price, who walked us through LMPD's body-worn camera policy. The policy says, quote, members will immediately activate their BWC in recording mode prior to engaging in all law enforcement activities or encounters, end quote. There are exceptions to the policy, such as safety concerns for an officer or when the use of a camera would create a danger to public safety.
In my opinion, if you're going to engage in some law enforcement activities, and you have an understanding that that's your role, that's what you're going to do. For instance, yesterday with the traffic situation, then the expectation is that you would turn the camera on. The policy requires that law enforcement officers activate those cameras actually before they get out of their vehicle.
An LMPD spokesperson confirmed with ESPN that the incident is under review internally and that all parties involved are fully cooperating with the investigation. Scheffler was booked at Metro Corrections and charged with second-degree assault, criminal mischief, reckless driving, and disregarding police signals. He was back at Valhalla 45 minutes before his Friday morning tee time.
Now, you see that, y'all? Now, this is his attorney. Okay, he's supposed, Scottie Scheffler's supposed to be, he's a pro golfer, y'all, just in case you don't know. But anyway, he was, hold on, y'all, I just got a message. Okay, he was told that, I'm sorry, y'all, excuse me. He was told, Scottie was told to go through, he was late for practice, okay? And he was going to arrive early. He was told to go through the traffic stop. Now, they shouldn't have did it because somebody got killed, y'all. Somebody got killed in that accident. So he shouldn't have went through, regardless of what. Okay?
Scheffler's attorney, Steve Romines, Scheffler had arrived early to practice, but he says Scheffler was instructed to continue through.
He was directed by a traffic control officer to go around a stopped bus and to proceed into the grounds at Valhalla.
According to the arrest citation, he was arrested around 6:20 in the morning. A detective was directing traffic due to the road being closed in both directions from the fatal accident. Scheffler drove into the westbound lanes. The detective was in the middle in full uniform. He stopped Scheffler and attempted to give him instructions. The citation says subject refused to comply and accelerated forward, dragging the detective to the ground. We asked Romines, did Scheffler ignore the officer and why?
There was never at any time that he disregarded any officer's directions. He followed another traffic control officer's directions as to how to proceed.
I don't believe it.
According to the booking log, Scheffler was booked into Louisville Metro Department of Corrections around 7:30 and was released around 8:40 on Friday morning and returned to the course just after 9.